Well, look who it is. You. The you. If you don't mind, I could do with a significant reduction in the amount of attention this office receives. A visit from the champion is something of the opposite.
Everyone else seems to want me on their side.
I am not everyone else. I am the Seneschal. A position that does not traditionally endure sans Viscount. Now I'm trapped under Templar scrutiny, waiting for them to note how easily I might be replaced.
And it isn't going well?
It is not going well.
I can apply influence in many ways, you know.
Do the words political maelstrom mean anything to you? The Templars are particularly sensitive about destabilizing elements, especially after what happened to Dumas.
The Arashok killed the Viscount, but he's no longer a problem.
There are older hatreds that the Templars feel deserve more central focus. Sometimes I wonder if we're at war with ourselves.
There is no one to carry the last Viscount's line.
You presided over Seamus's death. That was the sad end of the Dumas. When a line is judged unfit or ends, we appoint from Kirkwall's elite. Or we would, if the situation was normal. But it is not.
Who nominates a new Viscount?
A consensus of the nobility, normally, and a willing nominee. Both are lacking, and I can't fault it. These are difficult times.
Could I nominate someone, or do it myself?
Anyone who thinks to take this office needs more than popular support. They need particular support. You are many things, champion, but not this. Not yet, anyway.
Since when are city leaders appointed by the Knight Commander?
Meredith would not openly declare a preference. The rule of Kirkwall is deliberately separate from the Chantry's will. But the Order embodies security in Kirkwall, and they want the new Viscount to be more accepting of oversight. Anyone who wants to rule Kirkwall needs support from the Templars. That is the new truth of this city.
What happens if they don't like the choice?
Do you know how Viscount Dumas' predecessor Perrin Threnhold left office? He was a tyrant, certainly, but his rule was not ended until he actively sought to expel the Templars. The good of all is inexorably tied to what is good for the Templars.
I'll leave you to it, but I'm easy to find if you need me.
Good. Thank you. My door is always closed. That's all I need. The champion.
If you have any questions, talk to Knight Come.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Fine day, Sarah.
Please do not converse with the mages.
Good day, Sarah.
Hello, champion.
Back to the barracks. I never tire of it.
That... do it?
If the guards are inside the keep, how do they guard it?
Also...
Guardsmen, duties for the week will be...
Low town canvas. 5 on, 3 off.
City perimeter by twos. Clear by second watch. Training recruits full metal by week's end.
Anything else, Captain?
No. Thank you. Donnick is a good man. I'm sorry, was there something you wanted?
You never said how your 3 weeks in Orlais went.
You're right. I didn't.
So how was it? Oh!
Anything else?
Your men could give the Templars a run for their sovereigns.
They've had to. As long as there's no Viscount, the Order thinks they can bark at any man in uniform. I won't have it. The people of Kirkwall need to see themselves in their guard. Lose that connection, we're just targets.
Kirkwall seems to have rallied around you.
I try to keep order, and people appreciate that. Everything else is going insane. A few complaints here and there, but for the most part, I think everyone's just glad the guard has been stable for a few years.
Just checking in. Need anything?
Yes, there's something. Come back soon. I'll get into it then.
I'll see you later.
Of course. Nothing going on, Hawk. You'd be the first to know if there was.
Ooh, what's all this?
For some time, can you calm him down? Things have been very troubling these last few years, haven't they? I was thinking that it might soon be time for my boy and I to move on.
Back to the merchant's life, I suppose?
It's an honor to serve the champion of Kirkwall, make no mistake. But I'm getting older. It's time to see the Sandal's future. I'll stay on until arrangements are made. I hope that's all right.
If you're worried about Sandal, I can help him out.
Oh, well, that's mighty kind of you, but it's unnecessary. My boy's been offered a position in Orlais. It seems the Empress herself found one of his enchantments and is intrigued. Can you imagine? Us in the Imperial Court. Hopefully this business with the Templars doesn't get worse before we go. I worry about you, Miss Eyre. You'd almost never know little Arana was even here. So quiet. She smells like cinnamon
Is everything all right?
Guess what? Castillon's in town, and I'm not waiting around for him to stick a knife in my vitals. We're going to get him before he gets me.
Could Castillon be in Kirkwall for other reasons?
Maybe, but that doesn't change anything. Better safe than sorry. Unfortunately, Castillon's holed up somewhere in Kirkwall. I haven't been able to find him. I do know where Velasco is, however. That's his right hand. We just have to make him tell us where Castillon is. Somehow.
So you're saying you don't have a plan?
I have something of a plan. Step 1, we go to Velasco. Well, Do you have a better idea?
If we kill him and search...
Or we could find nothing and get nowhere.
We could.
You'll just end up killing him.
Couldn't we just ask the...
He's not going to reveal anything willingly. I can't risk him getting suspicious and alerting Castillon.
Castillon wants you.
And you... I was going to suggest challenging Velasco to a riddle game and making Where's Your Boss one of the This is so much better.
I'm ready when it...
Velasco's been spending his nights at the brothel, enjoying its many splendors.
She still refuses to go outside. Such a shame.
Easy, boy. All right, let's see.
Please don't open the door.
You've caught a burglar. Good boy.
My legs are cramping. Please, just let me go.
You expect me to just let you walk out of here?
Please, sirrah. I was seduced by a crime at a very young age, but your guard monster has scared me towards a path of honest work.
It's the dungeons for you.
Going to fetch the watch. Dogs aren't that smart. Right?
Smarter than you, anyway. I wonder how much coin I'd make selling my memoirs. I could have left the value chilling and forgotten all about it. What would the witch have done then? I hope all is well in this house. I can't bring myself to change anything about Mother's room. Fenris hates that statue. Says it reminds him of the old god relics they had in Tevinter. Another invitation requesting the presence of the champion. How many noble parties are there each week? Fenris said Daenerys left this at the mansion. Best keep Isabella's books on the top shelf. Don't want to scar Sandy.
You've been wasting my time, Varric. It stops now.
Seeker, you wound me.
The champion nearly starts a war, and you're all too happy to bury it beneath your words. You will tell me about the Kunari.
What's left to say? The Arishok was killed and a champion crowned.
And yet we had Orlesians threatening sanctions of every kind and measure. What happened at Chateau Hain? What happened with Talis?
You've heard about her?
We had someone there, but they lacked your access. Whatever Talis was to the champion, it seems like it angered a nation.
Thousands of lives were at stake, Seeker.
Perhaps one still is.
Nicely non-specific. All right, let me set the scene. An ambush, an invitation, a hunting party. All because of Talis.
And of course, there's no one.
All I know is it had something to do with you and nobles. Edge is usually very reliable.
Reliable at leading us into an ambush, you mean?
Why? It's not always an ambush. All right. Maybe sometimes it's an ambush.
And there is the champion of Kirkwall. You die today. Oh! Kill all of them!
Well, what are you waiting for?
Who the blazes is that?
Sloppy. You'd think the crows would be better at this. They've been doing it for ages.
Interesting entrance. You have some fine moves.
I do, don't I? My name is Talis, and I've been looking for you.
Looking for me?
Looking for the woman who has an invitation to Chateau Hain, to be specific.
Oh, that's what Edge was on about. You remember? Duke Prosper, the one who fawned all over you at the Champion of Kirkwall banquet. He talked about a hunt.
I doubt I'd go to such a thing.
I was hoping you'd reconsider. The Duke is a delightful host. Or so I hear.
Let me guess, this isn't just a social call?
I need to relieve him of something he has no right to possess. And I can't do it alone.
You want us to be thieves?
Well, stealing from Orlesians is never wrong. Or so I've been told.
This isn't how I was planning to ask you this. I was picturing an introduction with less blood.
What makes you think I steal things just because people ask me to?
I may have talked you up a bit. Maybe more than once.
Oh, Varric.
What? It's not like I'm exaggerating. Much.
All I've heard is that you get things done. I'm hoping that's true.
I imagine if we did...
That's the idea. Or did you...
I just think we should get to know one another.
I think I'd like that.
So tell me, what exactly is it you want to steal?
A jewel. The Duke thinks it's valuable, and it is. Just not in the way he believes. What's more, he shouldn't have it in the first place. He who wishes to walk on water must first learn to swim. Come with me to Chateau Haine. I'll explain everything on the way. If nothing else, you get fine wine and fancy company. But I hope you want more than that.
I don't like the sound of this.
You think it's a trap? Or you don't want to steal from a nobleman?
I don't think we should be breaking laws with someone we just met.
I'm right here, you know. Should I stand farther away? Maybe plug my ears? The jewel we're after is called the Heart of the Many.
Interesting name.
Interesting jewel. All I care about is getting it away from the Duke. Here's the problem. The heart is in a vault, behind who knows what kind of traps. Protected by a private army of Orlesian chevaliers. All inside a fortress that was designed to be impregnable. And let's not forget, it's on the side of a mountain, in the middle of nowhere. Surrounded by monsters.
Andrastes, dears Prosper. When is this going to get started?
Presently. All right, everyone. You'll know the tradition, yes? The first to find and slay a wyvern wins the honors of the evening. And bragging rights, of course. Good luck to you all.
I'm here by invitation. Would you tell your master that I've arrived?
Ah, the champion of Kirkwall. These are honored guests. Please excuse Kahir. A polite bodyguard is a contradiction in terms, or so I am told.
A chastened? Here?
Ah yes, you are Ferelden, aren't you? You would know of his people.
They traded in Lothering sometimes. My family never had a problem with them.
See that, Kahir? Now you have someone to speak to. He's so very chatty, let me tell you. And who is this lovely specimen?
You flatter me, Your Grace.
And I see you brought assistance, already armed and armored. Wonderful. I must say, your presence is a surprise. When we spoke at the banquet, you seemed uninterested when I mentioned our hunt.
I was more interested in getting to know...
Then I am At any rate, I won't keep you from the hunt. Wouldn't want you to fall behind the others, yes?
I don't think I've ever encountered a whip...
And why would you? There are exceptional beasts. My only advice? Beware their poison. It's the deadliest thing about them, as well as the most valuable.
It will be an interesting diversion, I'm sure.
Good luck to you, my lady. Remember, fortune favors the bold.
Provide equipment from the Duke's own stables.
You have come a long way to join our Duke, Sirrah. You'll pardon me for saying that you do not seem like a hunter. A word of caution since you are new to this. Wyverns spit venom. Their victims suffer terrible pain before they die.
Death is always the result, then?
Depending on exposure, it may take days. But yes, death is always the outcome if the poison isn't treated.
Since people hunt these creatures successfully, I imagine there's a trick to learn.
Ah, there are many tricks. It is best not to face the beasts head-on. Flank them. Blind them if you can.
I have no doubt this will be a challenge, but I'm sure it's a worthy one.
May Andraste keep you safe. If you fail to avoid the venom completely, there are treatments. A distillation of herbs, equal parts, drake vein, Andraste's mantle, and winterberry can counteract the poison. May the Maker's luck grace your hunt. Be safe, Sirrah.
Stop making such a fuss.
So these are the hunting grounds.
I take it we run around randomly shouting, "Here, Wyvern, Wyvern, Wyvern!"
We just need to look for signs and be careful. We get this over with, we get into the keep.
And that's where the jewel is.
That's where the jewel is.
Invigorating, but I doubt that was the point of the hunt.
Do dragons and wyverns even mix? I don't think so.
So if we drop part of this in the right spot, We might lure a wyvern out to protect its territory.
Good thought. Do that.
Hawk, have you ever thought about planting a garden?
I hadn't really. Why?
Things seem so grim all the time. You could use a few flowers.
That altar is very old and creepy. I wouldn't touch it. I told... That altar is very old. I told...
To mess around with it.
That altar is very old. I told...
Not to mess around with it. Be gone. Let's finish this.
A lot of blood. Would that be prey or from a wyvern itself?
I've heard they fight for dominance. Can't be gentle.
Maybe we can use some to draw out rivals. Added to what we have already, is it enough to draw one out of hiding?
I'd say so. A little one. Probably all we need. In the right spot, no doubt.
Here, boys. Have you seen a pair of coursers? I've been calling and calling. Nicodemus should know better. But Sylvain never had an ounce of sense in his head.
Slow down and tell me what happened.
My hounds have disappeared. They took off after a stag, and the Maker only knows... Please, you must help me find them. Meandra, I've good coin for anyone who finds my dogs.
I'm told wyverns roost in the trees. Perhaps if we shake them...
You want to stand back and watch? Should be good for a few laughs.
Just ignore them.
Found something. We've a hint of the beast. After it!
There is something in there. A nest, perhaps.
Get back!
his name with those?
Ghasts. Cave creatures. They don't come out on the surface much, however.
Hungry for hunters, perhaps?
Oh, blessed Andraste, thank you. I thought I'd die out here. I've been trapped here since last night.
Were you injured? Why were you out here?
The gas that chased me here got a few scratches in. But I'll heal. The truth told, I'm not looking for the Wyvern. I'm a scholar from Cumberland, researching an Avar cult that once lived here. They worship the Lady of the Skies to the exclusion of all other gods. I'm searching for their shrine.
I think I've been to your shrine. There were nothing but angry spirits at the site.
Nothing else? Pity. I had hoped. Oh, well. The rumors say they were driven from their last refuge. They left a great treasure in the goddess's keeping. But the mountain has defeated me. Please, take my research and see if you can do anything with it. I will try to make it back to camp. Good luck to you, Sarah.
Wyvern is a strange word. It's like a cross between a wife and a sister.
The sooner we get the hunt over with, the sooner we'll be at the chateau to finish this. Fare ye well, the mighty hunters. That must be the altar that weird old mentioned. What do his notes say? I guess that scholar was right about something. I've got kind of a bad feeling about this. Never mind this lot.
Nobody step in that.
There you go, Hawk. It seems we're on the trail.
Too bad the trail isn't upwind.
This is so much fun. I'm glad you asked me.
Pretty countryside, at least.
The Montfort family inherited this mountain from a clan of Navaran dragon hunters. Well, maybe inherited is the wrong word. What do you call it when you kill someone in order to get all their stuff?
Murder?
Profitable murder, maybe. Look, I think he wants us to follow him.
Watch it. Gas hole.
A what hole?
A scholar might call it something.
Bloody things.
I think that's the last of them. For now.
How many are there usually?
A gasling nest can often be 100 or more. Just be thankful we're not underground. Oh no. Wyvern poison. I'm almost certain. Poor thing.
We'll have to leave him here.
We could tell his owner where he is. I don't know that it'll help much, though. We're getting closer.
If I ever write a book about how nature is crazy.
Looking for clues.
Until you wash that off, Hawk, I'm going to stay upwind.
Ooh, nug bones. I wonder if a nug call would help attract a wyvern.
You know a nug call?
You go elbow deep in wyvern shit, and I'm the weird one? Wait, what happened to the birds and everything?
Disgusting.
Well, the trail suggests wyverns just love this place to bits. If we were going to find one, it'd be here.
Varric,
You called?
I notice you don't have a nickname for me.
I call you Hawk. You've probably heard it once or twice.
But that's my name. It's not like Daisy or Blondie.
All right, Waffles. You really want a nickname? I can hook you up.
Waffles? That's unexpected.
Oh, a wyvern kill. Some kind of holla or something.
That could be a tunic.
Don't know, don't care. It's fate they liked for some reason.
I'll deal with this.
Another place for ghasts. Looks empty, though.
Empty hole. Right.
Kirkwall? Fancy time?
Not that fancy. Interesting.
Is that wyverns mating?
Could we mimic that?
No. Oh, the sound. Right, yes. I can try that.
We must have enough to bait a trap now.
Let's head to that spot we found.
Oh, that's everything the old huntmaster said we needed for an antidote.
I don't think there's enough for a person, though. Maybe we can find a use for it.
I've always meant to ask, Varric. When we met in the Merchant Guild, you seemed to be waiting for me.
That's a statement, Hawk. What's your question?
Were you waiting for me?
Actually, I meant to catch you before you saw Bartrand.
But you knew I'd be there.
Maybe I wasn't obvious about this already, but finding out things I'm not supposed to know is pretty much what I do.
He looks worse. Do you think he's in a lot of pain?
Here's a use for that antidote we made.
Who's a cute puppy? I suppose we can't keep him, can we? His owner is probably waiting back at camp.
I'm in your debt, madame. Please accept this with my thanks.
Yes, I think this would be the place to find a wyvern. And room enough to kill the thing without getting sat on. They're not stupid, though. We'll need some really good bait.
I'm not here to impress anyone. Let's bring in something manageable.
What? Nothing. I'm ready. Yes, they're not stupid, though. We'll need some really good bait.
Think we have enough bait?
More than enough. Careful, though, with this much bait, but it'd sure be fun.
Lay it all out.
Yes! Let's get to it. Right. What? The prey needs to be moving. Okay, I'll do the sound. Don't look at me.
Was that good?
You want to do it? Didn't think so.
It isn't the Ferelden turnip. They say you are a champion of some backwater city in the east. Quite an achievement, I'm sure. I suggest you run along with your servants while you have the chance. This wyvern was mine to kill, not yours. Mine! 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 I paid good coin to be the one who wins this contest. It was my turn!
Oh, I didn't realize the Duke was offering charity to his more useless guests. My mistake.
I will not accept such talk from a backwater mongrel.
You do realize this woman has nasty little thugs like you for breakfast, I hope?
More insolence! From a knife ear this time! I can't take no more of this. Kill them all! We can't say the wyvern was too much for them.
Now, what is going on here?
Prosper, this blasted she-bitch tried to steal my rightful kill.
Now, is that any way to speak of the champion of Kirkwall, Baron?
This is your fault for inviting a stinking turnip in the first place. Your mother would be ashamed.
Says the man whose mother has slept with half of Valchevin. My apologies. Arlange has always been a cheat. What would you have done with him?
You're not suggesting...
Why not? You believe Arlange would have stopped short of murder, given the chance?
Something on your mind?
Just let him go. He's not worth your time, Hawk.
My word, such mercy.
He can't be more than he is, that's all. You've bested him.
I've no interest in more bloodshed.
You hear that, Arlange? It behooves you to leave while you still can.
Fine. I will go.
Congratulations on finding the wyvern. It looks like a fine one indeed. There will be a celebration in the chateau courtyard. Do attend when you're ready.
You let him go? That was very merciful.
Hawk is nice to everybody. Well, not bandits and skeletons and things, but everyone else.
We should go to the chateau. Time to practice your table conversation. Right. Done with the wyverns and various nonsense. Back to the chateau?
We're here for a reason. Let's take care of it.
I'm with you. I had a quick look around. There's one door into the castle that isn't under heavy guard.
I hear a butt coming.
I can't get it open. And believe me, I tried. Bent a nice set of lockpicks in that stupid door. One of the Duke's guardsmen must have the key. They wouldn't just lock themselves out of the castle. I hope.
I don't think we want to go digging through a guard's pockets in front of the Duke's guests.
I agree. We need to handle this quietly.
We should split up, Hawk. Let's not give this crowd more reason to pay attention to us.
Tallis and I will look for the key. In the meantime, scout out the castle for another way in.
Let's see what we can find out. Come on.
Your Grace, this is the event of the season.
You have truly outdone yourself this time, Prosper.
Ah, at last our mighty heroine. The champion of Kirkwall has the honor of first kill this day. To hunt the wyvern on its own ground is to tempt fate. A terrible risk. But the prize... I present to you this belt crafted of fine wyvern skin. Wear it well and accept the accolades you're due.
Thank you, Duke Prosper. I'm proud to be here.
Your humility, my dear Hawk, does you great credit. Do not mind Leopold. My pet is always so temperamental before dinner.
Leopold, is it? I didn't know wyverns could be tamed.
Tame is perhaps too strong a word. My friends, I officially welcome you all to Chateau Hay. Enjoy a taste of Orlesian hospitality.
That doesn't look like a...
It's not. It's a caprice. Mother used to have a set of them when I was a child. You collect them from everyone you know, then cast them in the fountain and make a wish. It's an Orlesian high society game.
From the looks of this crowd, I guess nobody is in a wishing sort of mood.
So tiresome.
I see several men who might be captains in the Duke's Guard. One of them should have a key.
And how do you propose we get it from them?
How else? We ask nicely, and tell them we'll give it right back.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind. Orlesians are such pleasant people.
My. I never thought you'd actually attend, champion.
Honestly, I didn't plan on it either, but here I am.
I'm glad you came. Otherwise, I'd be talking to the Delances. All the soap in Thedas couldn't make me clean after that. What do you think of the party so far?
Recommendations for people I should chat up?
The gentleman over there is Ban Tegan of Ferelden, younger brother of the Earl of Redcliffe. And of course, there's Lord Cyril, Duke Prosper's son.
Who are the worst in the crowd?
Do you see the two young ladies over there? That's Babette and Fifi de Lancey, daughters of the Comte de Lancey. Don't make eye contact. You'll thank me later.
I've never seen anything like it.
So polite. That's certainly one way to put it. We should probably go mingle a bit more.
Of course. We'll speak later, Lady Elegant.
You are Hawke, are you not? I heard about your mother. You and your uncle have my deepest condolences.
Were you...
I knew Leandra many years ago, before she left Kirkwall. Dulcie de Lancey? My husband is the Comte de Lancey. Charmed.
What a delight. That's very kind.
Enjoy the celebration.
Not going to happen.
My word, has anyone ever told you you're the spitting image of the champion of Kirkwall?
You have no idea how often I've heard that.
You sound Ferelden. It's good to see another countryman here. There's Perrin, but he's... peculiar.
Who is this woman, Tegan?
I'm very sorry, but I didn't get your name.
Hawke.
Hawke? Oh, the champion.
Tegan, I must speak with you right now about the horrible thing Dulcie de Lancey said.
Of course. Please, excuse me, Monsieur Hawke. A pleasure to meet you. If you speak to Ban Perrin, I don't advise you to bring up the Chantry, or knickers.
Mother used to love these coins. She never got...
Can I help you?
I just tried. I don't wish to speak ill of anyone. Nutmeg.
There's no need for such drama.
Leave them to me. Do they give those two all the sugar?
Lovely party. Well?
He doesn't have it.
What?
He forgot he'd given the key to one of the servants. What kind of guard forgets that he's locked himself out of the castle?
Don't worry, Talus.
Right, nothing. So let's find the servant. How many could there be?
Well, he is Orlesian.
I'm trying to stay positive, you know.
Yes, Isolde, I'll tell him the story about the undead. Please, excuse me, Sirrah.
Napkin, madame?
Another caprice. Sister Nightingale?
Champion! It is good to see you again under less dire circumstances. Talus?
Leliana, it's so lovely to see you again.
You look stunning this evening. Your hair is darling. Did you do it yourself?
I get the distinct impression you've met before.
Oh, briefly. A long time ago.
You meet all sorts of people in Orlais. It keeps life exciting.
I get the feeling there's some trouble here?
No, no trouble at all.
Everything is fine, Hawke. Why would you think otherwise? We shouldn't take up more of your time, Leliana. I'm sure you have things that need attention. Right now.
Champion, what a surprise.
Honey Badger, don't you look good enough to eat?
You know each other?
Oh, don't be jealous, sweetie. Everyone knows Honey Badger.
Awkward. So, can we talk about something else now?
It's been delightful meeting both of you.
Don't be a stranger.
Put what you found to good use. I've discovered more interests.
Hawk, do you even know why you're picking these coins up?
Mother would want me to play the game for her.
Anything for the Duke's honored guests.
We are... I never thought I would live to... This may be the great...
I can see this is a matter of utmost importance.
Can I interest you in some Antivan olives? Or I have some smoked...
Wait, does it really? How can ham taste like despair? Why would anyone eat it if it did?
That's what the importer said. They all talk like that. This wine has notes of oak and springtime. This cheese tastes of sorrow.
Thank you, miss.
Nobody has wanted anything. Olive duty is the worst job. I must have...
I don't suppose we could have a peek at the kitchens. I'd love to see this hopeless dish and...
I don't know. I shouldn't leave my post.
I promise we won't tell a soul.
I suppose I could get you... The upstairs maids will be so jealous when they find out.
I know, right? They treat you like part of the furniture. I'm surprised they don't sit on it.
Avoid the cheese plate. Terrible.
I'm usually better at this. She didn't have the key either. This isn't supposed to be so complicated.
Don't beat yourself up about this time.
I hope so. The servant says she gave it to the Duke's son. Let's find him and hope he didn't pass. So, Lord Cyril.
Excellent. Join us, champion. We were just discussing your famous confrontation with the Kunari leader.
You must tell us the tale. It was the talk of Denerim for months.
You have never been to Chateau N, yes? Please, allow me to give you this caprice. It's an old custom. My mother spoke often of Leandra. They were great friends when they were young. It's a shame neither could be here.
Where are your knickers this time, Perrin?
Shut up, you painted shrew!
What entertaining manners our guests have. Don't you agree, Hawk?
Talus here has a message.
This should only take a moment, my...
No, I don't have the cheese tray. You're mistaking me for... I was hoping we could just...
That Wyvern blood has some kick, doesn't it?
This is officially my worst night ever.
Not Lord Cyril's type?
Maybe he just doesn't like elves. Or... women. Well, you've got one of those factors covered. He has the key. Go get it. What? It's your turn, Hawk. Go on.
I guess it wouldn't hurt for me to go talk to him.
Please, please try. I think he... So good luck with that.
Tell the elf that her pleas are for nothing. She's pretty enough, I suppose. No doubt there are some men who would like that sort of thing. I've never had a vindictive temper, madame. Fetch me a glass of wine, and we will say all it...
Well, did you get the key?
No. Somehow I'm getting him a drink.
Oh, that's perfect. I've got a drug we can slip in his wine. There. Give that wine to Lord Cyril.
Your wine, Lord Cyril.
By nature, I am very forgiving. Andraste, the wine.
You have it. Tell me you have it.
I have it.
Good. Then we can find the jewel and get this over with.
You don't sound...
It's simply been a long time coming.
This jewel is that important?
Yes, I suppose it is. I want this part of my life finished.
And here I thought we were getting along.
I can't imagine anyone I would rather attend, even if you are human. Let's find that door and get... So, is that it? That's the whole game?
I think so, yes.
Stand back.
My dear Hawk, do make yourself at home.
All set.
What in the name?
There's no need for you to die today, friend. Just move on. You never saw us. You could have walked away.
Is something wrong?
I didn't want to kill him.
I've seen you kill several men.
There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. Enough. We're here for the heart. I'd like to do this quietly. Alert as few guards as possible. What do you think?
Let's do it quietly. We shouldn't get...
I'm glad you agree. This part of the chateau will be crawling with guards. We'll have to try our best to keep out of sight. Or we could try to create distractions, provided you're good at throwing stones.
And if all else fails, we'll give them a sharp knock on the head.
Right, of course. Just try not to do it all the time. All right, I'm ready when you are. Here, let's move.
hard in Hightown too. Even harder. Barrack will want to know about this.
Intruders!
We're fine. Let's keep going.
Did you hear about the Duke's meeting with the Empress?
I never listen to court gossip. That'll get you killed, my friend.
Quickly, over here.
Can't speak now. I have too much to do preparing the banquet and Leopold's dinner. You don't want to see a Wyvern go hungry. If you need something, ask one of the servants. Well, why are you still bothering me?
There's a problem in the courtyard. Something about a poisoned comtesse. The servants were looking for you.
A maker's breath. What have those useless elves done now? I suppose I'd better deal with this.
spelling is even worse than Anders' manifesto. What's the matter?
I don't want to talk about it. Let's simply find the jewel and be done with this.
Damn blackouts, keeping me off patrol.
Done! Here, let's move.
What was that?
The bed one now.
It's too cold.
Oh, of course. It's either too hot or too cold.
Or a bed's either too soft or too lumpy.
Nothing is ever just right with her. What a bitch.
Be quick, but careful.
Stop!
No harm done.
Intruders!
We're fine. Let's keep going.
Come
this way.
joking? It tests of despair.
I'm not a madman.
All set.
You drop the pie.
I'm sorry, monsieur. It's all squashed while the hounds took a bite of it.
It's really not that bad. Just put it back on the plate and cover it up with some gravy. What was that? Damn blackouts, keeping me off patrol.
Not going to happen.
Intruders!
We're fine. Let's keep going.
I must be hearing things.
Try to be more careful.
Cursed rats.
Are you trying to get caught on purpose?
Cursed rats.
Are you trying to get caught on purpose? this more difficult than it has to be.
Cursed rats. Thieves in the chateau!
You're making this more difficult. I'd like to do this quietly. Alert as few.
It'll be quicker to...
Very well. And here we are. That could have been less trouble. Shouldn't we get the others? How? We have to do this while we have the chance.
Let's find this jewel.
Blessed Andraste! The whole castle has gone mad!
I think we're going to be an unhappy wyvern after that. Done!
Hard in High Town, too. Even harder. Narek will want to know about this.
Back. I have to do this.
This is about the guard. He gave you no choice.
I know. Still, Let's finish what I've started.
All set. That tea was too cold.
Oh, of course. It's either too hot or too cold.
Too lumpy.
Nothing is ever just right.
Get back!
It had to be done.
That should do it.
Another stand, sir. This may be a garden party, but you will not be sipping fruity drinks with me.
Are you joking? I'm not a madman, you drop.
It's really not that bad. Just put it back on the plate and cover it up with some gravy.
May I dress a gun?
Dolan punched like he'd never punched before. Maker's breath. Done. This is it. It's never as easy as it seems, is it?
I swear I didn't know. There must be some sort of switch.
something wrong?
I don't know. Yes.
Don't fret, my dear.
Yes, this qualifies as wrong.
It's not over yet.
But it is over. I knew who you were the moment you arrived. Assassin.
Assassin? I knew it.
You did?
You've been acting strangely ever since we arrived.
Clever girl. Have you also deduced that your elven friend is Kunari?
You're Kunari?
It's complicated.
That's what I get for trusting so quickly.
Look, I came to stop the heart from doing something we will all regret. She didn't. Leave her out of this.
And waste all the effort I spent luring you here before the heart's arrival? Don't be foolish.
Assez hasatra mas.
Mas havas trasokolon. Take them away.
The elf was Kunari.
And the dwarf has no beard. I know, it made no sense to me either. Maybe they cut her horns off.
The Kunari are not a race. They are a religion. What I don't understand is why a Kunari agent would try to kill one of her own people. And why involve the champion?
Excellent questions.
I expect answers to match.
I live to please.
You're angry, aren't you? Look on the bright side. The Duke didn't have us killed. That's gotta be worth something, right? Unless he has something worse planned.
Then we'd best make use of...
Not a fan of tunneling our way out.
Tunneling is for
Oh, the thing...
If you prefer, I could yell at you instead.
I am sorry. This didn't work out like I'd planned.
What was your...
The one I expected to find is named Salit, a member of the Ben Hasrath, the Heart of the Many. I was told he's here to sell secrets to the Orlesians, and I came to stop him. I suppose I was misinformed.
So you came here to stop this Salit from
You probably won't believe me, but this isn't a political mission. It's...
What do you mean?
Salit was my best Rathari, the one who recruited me into the Ben Hasrath. He's the one who saw my potential, convinced me that it doesn't matter.
But you said he was selling
He is. Or at least he intends to. I can't let him do that. Not when he'll hurt so many others in the process.
You mean he'll hurt...
Not every Kunari is a soldier, you know. There are tens of thousands of farmers, artisans, craftsmen. People who have never hurt anyone. People whose only crime is living. They don't just... But it's more than my duty to stop Salit. It is my moral obligation.
You mentioned the Heart of the Many before, but
It's also what Ben Hasrath means. Some people say we're enforcers, that keep the Kunari in line.
Try.
We're the soul of the Kun. We keep its spirit alive and protect it, from both outside and from within. Not every Kunari agrees, nor do they always do what is best for all. The Ben Hasrath remind us of our common goal.
A common goal being subjugation.
It's not always meant to end in violence. There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. I probably don't sound very convincing.
The way you're talking.
I am. Whether I ever am again,
Is that why you're here?
Not to them. Doubt is the path one walks to reach faith. To leave the path is to embrace...
Another Kunar.
She who swallows wisdom in tiny chunks avoid choking.
So did you really involve me just because I had...
You were the only one on the invitation list who wasn't a personal friend of the Montfort family. And you're also the champion of Kirkwall, and a Ferelden with no reason to love Orlais.
And what was going to happen when all the...
I thank you. We go our separate ways.
Really? I wouldn't notice a thing.
Truth? I've heard a few stories about you. Perhaps if I'd done my homework, I would have known more about you. Nothing I could do about it now.
So everything you told...
Not.
So I just missed the part where you're one of the people I drove out of Kirkwall.
You don't need horns to embrace the Qun. What you need is a purpose, a belief in unity, in improving the lot, not only for your own people, but for everyone.
You sound like you actually...
I do. Nobody is controlled. Being Qunari doesn't automatically mean you're a zealot. Most Qunari don't even understand humans, why you act like you do. But I grew up among you. I understand perfectly well.
Wait, aren't you here to kill someone?
I never said I was...
So you're improving his lodge?
I know it's not easy to understand, but just tell me. Can you... We believe in striving together. We may stumble, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try.
I'm not arguing about this.
It's who I am. Means something.
You sound like you're trying to...
It's been a long time since I talked to any... I suppose it's not really a prison cell conversation.
I assume you have some...
I always have
a good one?
Oh, ye of little faith. The first order of business is getting out of here before His Grace decides we would taste good in the soup. Or whatever he has planned. Any ideas?
We didn't come here alone, remember?
Daisy, you don't happen to have that ball of twine, do you?
I knew I forgot something when we left Kirkwall.
Oh, don't beat yourself up over it. We'll just, wait here until I think of something.
I'm sure that won't take very long. You're always thinking of things.
That's it. I'm officially tired of waiting to be rescued.
Why didn't you just do that before?
You said your friends were coming.
I'm so glad to see you. Rescuing is a lot harder than Varric's books make it out to be.
Let's get out of here.
So, back through the castle then?
There's a better way than fighting through the Duke's entire army. I'll show you.
Here's your equipment talk. Laying around in a locked chest.
Then we should head for the caves. That's the way out I planned to take us through originally. Unless you want to carve your way out through the Duke's army.
We'll see.
Oh, caves. I like caves.
No, you don't, Meryl.
Oh, right. Giant creepy spiders and things live in caves. What am I thinking of then? Ruins?
That should do it.
It's up to you which way you want to go. I'll help you either way.
Done.
Think anybody heard that? We're not going to be swarmed by guards, are we?
Let's hope this escape route works.
If we get to the caves, we'll be safe. I think.
That's the last of it. When I'm through with this hack, he'll wish he'd never picked up a pen. There's something written on the back of this page, Hawk. I think they're directions. Want to check it out? And this array of sculptures is known as scurvy bastards reflecting on modern life. After much reflection, they appear to have come to the conclusion, well, shit.
See? Caves. Just like I said. Ooh, it looks a bit spooky, doesn't it?
How did you know about this?
I stole old plans from the Fourth Blight. This was a retreat, they called it. At any rate, there's an exit that leads out onto the mountainside. That's your way out.
Done with my hospitality already, are we? Such a shame.
It's not that we don't appreciate the accommodations, but you know how it is.
Alas, it's too soon for my guests to leave. You will miss the main event.
I could live with that.
No, I am afraid you couldn't.
Just let her go, Prosper. It's me you want.
What I want is to ensure you cannot further hinder my plans. Do your job and kill them, Jason. Is that not why I keep you around?
That is it. Hold them. I'm releasing the pets.
Maybe a few out. Oh, you're probably right.
We'll have to go back down and through the caves I mentioned before. Although I wonder why the Duke's bodyguard ran off like that.
The Duke left him.
I suppose we'll find out soon enough. treasure vaults. Wonder what came here. Oh, I think we're supposed to flip them all like that. Well, that's Orlesian. Each door needs its own rune, I think. I don't think we can open this with any of the runes we've got. Where do we get more? I think if you put the right runes in there, it'll make them into something new. Maybe I'm going crazy, but there's something odd about that painting. Let me think hard. got everything from the chateau? The way those rocks look, I don't...
I'm glad my clan never camped here.
Now we know where the ghasts came from.
We'll have to fight through them. At least they'll slow down the Duke's men as well.
There's a lake? In the middle of the mountain?
The retreat needed to house hundreds of people during the Blight, if not thousands. Can't do that without fresh water.
But it's an entire lake.
Oh, that. I have no idea.
So it's underground. They happen. Do only dwarves know these things?
That's odd. I could swear there was...
Trust me.
Talus!
The Circle are not the only ones who know how to break a mage.
You'll do Prosper's bidding after he left you here.
I do not fight for him. The Duke is a fool. His enemies a posturing, guileless lot. But you are worth testing. Prosper can fight his own battles, and I shall choose mine.
that too. You didn't think I was leaving, did you? How about you? Bracing?
I thought you'd left.
Nonsense. I found a way around. I said I'd get you out of here, and I meant it. Let's keep going. The exit can't be much further.
All set.
I know you're in the Merchant's Guild, Varric, but I've never seen your shop.
We're not that kind of merchant, Daisy.
What kind are you then?
The House Tethras invests in... you're not going to understand a word of this financial stuff, are you?
Not a word. No. But I promise to pay close attention anyway.
Right. Well, in that case, we have lots of shops, but they're invisible. Only dwarves and accountants can see them. Well, what have we got here?
The way out. I knew you'd find it, Hawk.
And there's the way out. See? I told you I had a plan. It was a good plan. The kind that had an escape and everything.
I think you're right, Talus.
So you could go. There are, however, other options.
Coming on a bit strong there, Talus.
But we've been through so much together. Wyvern...
You're right.
I know you think I lied to you. Well, I did. What Salit is going to do will harm so many innocents. It's my duty to stop him. Even so, I can't do it alone. Not anymore.
Explain what,
And yes, I know. The information Salit plans to turn over to Orlais won't just hurt Qunari, however. Even those who fled the Qunari of any race will be condemned to persecution forever.
So this isn't just...
If only... I'm not here on some directive from the Qun. Salit was declared Tal Vashoth. but they didn't deem intervention worthwhile. I couldn't agree. I had to try.
Doesn't that make you Talvashoth as well?
No. The Ben Hasrath didn't order me not to do this, but here I am anyway. I was trying to earn my way back and...
Why? What?
It's not easy being an elf in the Qun. You're not born to it. I've struggled to find that peace, that certainty. What about you? Have you ever been a part of something bigger than just yourself?
I protect Kirkwall. But what was that?
It's not the same thing. The Qunari have a vision free from pain and fear and doubt. You see tyranny, and I see care. Yes, it could be better. But so could human indifference and cruelty. Or do you disagree?
This probably isn't.
True. Does that mean you'll help me?
What did you have in mind?
Well, we could go back, maybe have some tea with the Duke. Then, just as he starts to trust us, you slip a bag over his...
I hope you're not...
Or, we could find out when Salit is arriving, and stop him before it's too late.
You don't actually...
Alone? Some things are worth dying for.
After everything you've already done, why would...
Because...
The Qun taught you...
If I were following the Qun, I would actually I suppose that... If I had my way, you would never have been this involved in the first place.
You know how to argue.
Follow or don't. I get the feeling you're an accept... Thank you, Hawk. Thank you.
Hawk, I hope we win.
I knew you were a worthless traitor the moment I laid eyes on you.
Baron Arlange, you really want to do this again?
You filthy turnip! You humiliated me!
Stay down.
What kind of stories?
The never go to the mountains where they hunt because whole Dalish clans have vanished sort. They never had happy endings. Except for the Wyvern chicks, I guess. Or a Talvishoth? I can never tell the difference.
Talvishoth. Like Salit, but for sale. He must be close. Are you married?
Is that a proposal?
It's just, you're the champion of Kirkwall. Big. Important. I don't know. Just wondering if there's a husband behind the throne.
Let's keep moving.
Take the leader alive!
Taz Jokra, Ben Hasrath.
Ebala Maras. Bendar Salit Asit.
Zatarith Barak. Alat Kufir Abaz.
Atas Raval. Pana Hedan. Salit is already here. He's meeting with the Duke at the base of the mountain.
Then we're going the wrong way.
We need to get down there before it's too late.
Let's get this over with, Canary, before your assassins find us. Already I regret agreeing to spare them.
I have chosen my path. That choice should not...
Bashera! I am here to facilitate your deal with the Empress. Nothing more. Well, names, Your Grace. It's a list of names. What is the meaning of this?
You asked for a weapon. I am providing it.
We expected the formula for black powder, dreadnought plans, a map of Cunandar, anything. This is useless. Your Grace. Champion. I should have known you would turn up.
I have an excellent sense of dramatic timing and good hair.
Joke while you can. You will not find it funny for long.
Tell us.
I said I would stop you, Salit.
And I said I would slay you if you tried.
If anyone is to do any slaying, it will be me.
Just try to run! My better such full battles! To me, Leopold! How sweet! He likes you! Keep away from me! The Empress will hear of this. Orlais will burn Kirkwall to the ground! All of you will die screaming! I swear it!
I would have tried begging for mercy, but that's just me.
You filthy whore!
Thank you for the lovely party. I'll treasure the belt.
And that's why you don't waste your last-minute monologuing.
Looks like the Duke has fallen from grace.
Atash Varin Kata. If the Duke only knew what he nearly had in his grasp. Thank you. There's no way I could have done this without your help.
What is the scroll?
This is a list of agents throughout Thedas. Qunari, like myself. Many of them have children, family, friends. They're people you wouldn't suspect. Some have even left a Qun behind. But if this list fell into human hands, they, and everyone they know,
would be killed.
The Arcune believes they knew the risks. But what about the innocents? I couldn't let this happen.
So what now?
Maybe some other time, Hawk. I still have a few things to do, but I am grateful. I want you to know that.
Maybe those agents should...
I believe in the Qun, but I am not doing... The list doesn't distinguish innocent from guilty. It doesn't show the friend. Nobody should have it.
That's what you do for...
A friend?
That's...
I like the sound. Oh, before... That was going to be the heart of the many. You'd find a jewel, while I'd go off and find Salit, and be back before anyone was the wise. I suppose nothing ever goes like we plan. Take care of yourself, Hawk.
A safe assumption, given her nature.
And who is left to appease Orlais after a duke's murder at the hands of the champion of Kirkwall?
Prosper invited it by dealing with Talvashoth, possibly under orders from Empress Celine. Imagine the scandal if that was known.
If you believe a Qunari agent.
Well, that's the difficult part, isn't it? I don't know why Hawk helped tell us. I suppose the elf did have her nose. Whatever the reason, I doubt it's the last we've seen of her. But what do I know? I just tell stories.
Business in the square, Monsieur. I hope there's no trouble from it. Now that you're the champion of Kirkwall, seems everyone walks.
Here, boy. Freshly confiscated mutton, just for you.
Just checking on my best guardsman. He's helping the men to learn healthy respect.
Mistress Amel would have been. I'll miss this city when we go somehow. Even the rat. Rat. Squeak. Don't worry, Mum. We can make it for you. Like the shiny?